I've worked
worked
with
with-
a friend before and it didn't end well.
Previously, when I started with started Space that time, it was me and then Daphne. It's like-
Take all whatever is in the bank. Like as a friend, I don't want to sabotage the friendship, but I think it was very, very painful because it's like,
Why am I grateful for Bella?
See, you
They
match
felt
card,
cool.
you
They
match
felt
card,
cool.
right? She's like, are you crying? I'm like,
Hey all, welcome back to another episode of Let's Chuck It Out with Jane and Mandy. Today we have a very important one because a lot of people ask me this question.
oh, really?
Yeah. Like, how do you work in a business with your best friend?
Let's chuck it out, it out, it out. Let's chuck it out, it out, it out. Let's chuck it out.
So today we have Bella again,
Hi.
once again.
it's me again.
And Cai Jin. So basically, Bella and Cai Jin is business partners for Handmade Heroes. And maybe you guys want to talk about Handmade Heroes a little bit, because until today, a lot of people think that is Handmade Heroes like a Singapore brand or it's like a Malaysian brand.
So yeah, I think for the clarification, we are also always trying to educate our customers on, the brand. Basically, it's founded in Singapore. It's on the packaging that says product of Singapore because we have a silent partner. She is a Singaporean. When she first started Handmade Heroes, it was in Singapore, but we slowly and gradually moved our production, our R&D, production and manufacturing, everything here in Malaysia. So it is a Malaysian brand. It's made in Malaysia, basically.
Then how Cai Jin
Yeah,
came
charging
on
come
board?
in the picture.
You want to like
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
experience with you?
I think it was that time when you were at a random bazaar. And I came at a bazaar. Yeah, I'm always in
Bazaar,
bazaar.
you were like a bazaar girl.
She
I'm a
was
bazaar girl.
she was doing like a few pop-ups here and there, bazaars, like joining bazaars. And I came by, said hi, and I was like, oh, like products. I bought some to try. After trying, I'm just like, oh, it's ho yong eh. And I was like,
Yeah.
not bad, well, let's try. Then one day we went out for dinner as friends, and like long time ago, when was it? Say, I don't remember.
Yeah, it's a
also.
long time.
And she was like telling me like, oh, it's not easy doing this alone, and need help. And I was like, I went back to think about it. The next time I saw her, I was like, hey, do you want to?
I remember that. I remember
Yeah.
it's in front of my house.
Like,
Oh,
yeah,
really?
yeah,
Like
you
a
know?
ding dong. Hi, the ding dong. She's like, hi, can I
was
like
like-
be a partner, please?
It's like, no, I really see that this thing can work, and it's a really good product, and it's a brand that I see growing over time. Like, let's do it.
Yeah.
Let's do this together.
So I was like, okay.
Then she was like, she was ready to say okay. I was like, oh, okay. So like, no further questions.
Do you know like when you join in, like you already know like what is your roles?
I know from the start. I mean, everyone has their, I guess, forte, and I know for the fact that I'm not a number person, and I cannot do all the tedious stuff.
Yeah.
And she basically came from corporate, and I mean, she's a like top student now, like
Girl,
Yeah,
so
correct.
corporate girls, top student.
So she do all the numbers.
Yeah, the paperwork and everything.
I think it's like the numbers and the details in things.
yeah,
the Excel
she's very
sheet.
detailed. Yeah, the Excel sheet.
So
Yeah.
Bella thinks about the frame,
Mhm.
and then I zoom in into like, okay, what goes into the frame? Like the smallest thing. Then she's like, oh yeah.
I'm just trying to recall how did Jane ask me? I just
No,
you
mine
said-
is like damn random one.
Yeah.
I remember because like when I started Chucks, right, Mandy wasn't in the picture because she just came back from Melbourne.
Yeah,
And
correct.
she only showed like stuff for me. And then at one point she was like, I don't know, I want to go back or like stay in KL. Then
Oh,
was
I
like,
remember
think so,
having
I
that
remember.
conversation
she only
with
buy like a
Mandy.
one-way ticket coming
Yeah.
back. And then after that I was like almost starting Chucks. I
Yeah.
already come up, I have the product already. But the thought of like running this myself, just like
It's scary,
cannot,
right?
it's like,
Yeah.
I like a lot of things, so can I really do this?
Yeah.
Then I just like, oh Mandy, you wanna
yeah, very
be
chill.
like the creative director, like you have the same sense, same style. You are better than me, and I cannot do a lot of things. Then she just came along.
The thing is, it's very interesting that she asked me because number one, I've never really run a business before. I have, but like I'm also not a numbers person, so I cannot serve her like sales. When we started, right, I wasn't so heavy on skincare. The skincare journey was like okay, but like it wasn't like hyaluronic acid. All these kind of stuff.
Yeah.
It's very nice, and also she put a lot of like trust in this. So I think it's just really nice that the friendship it kind of have another level of like that trust.
it harder to like say no? Let's say you're so
I think,
confident
yeah.
person.
No,
I think
it's
Do you feel like it's very hard to say no
Yeah.
to me?
No,
They are forcing you
okay,
to do
no,
this.
no. I feel that obviously I'm not. I mean, in a way, it's a win-win situation.
Okay.
But I feel that coming back to your answer of saying no is that you have friends that are like, because they know.
Can one.
They be
sure
like,
can work.
hey,
Ah.
Mandy, you want to do something or not? I'll be like, do what?
yeah, you're like skeptical,
And then you're
right?
like, because you know in this already, then you are like, there's a lot of things. Then you are like, they're so excited. They're like, let's do this and all that kind of stuff. And then you don't know how to actually say
Tell them. Like,
no. Calm down.
Probably a few years, if you're younger, you
Yeah,
probably
if
have
you're
a problem
younger,
saying
yeah.
no. But I think now we're in
Yeah.
a good place where
So yours is like you are the one asking like Cai Jin to come in, or like Cai Jin just offers, I can do this.
She put out the idea that she needed help.
yeah.
Okay.
And I
Yeah.
was like, I'm
Eh?
here.
Yeah.
Like,
So
you know.
she's
That time you were still
She was
working
in
in a
corporate.
corporate, right?
Yeah, I was in corporate, so the usual drive an hour to work, 9 to 5, drive an hour back. So I was juggling between corporate and doing this.
Wow, she's hustling.
Wow,
she is.
Hustle.
Morning corporate and night Handmade Heroes.
Yeah.
from Puchong to KL, bro.
Wow.
Yeah, all the way from Puchong to KL in the
Dedication.
jam.
It's dedication.
I think when it comes to like working with friends, one thing I feel that a lot of things that we thought our friend would know.
But they don't.
Yeah, maybe sometimes they really don't know, but you thought
Yeah.
you know. Then in the end, it will become like a lot of like miscommunication.
Yeah,
and
Yeah.
then
don't
a lot of things
assume.
fall out. Previously, when I started with started Space that time, it was me and then Daphne,
Yeah.
and then but luckily our friendship never fall out. Like.
Yeah.
It's just that
Yeah.
we all know that this is our first
Yeah.
business that we start together, and then we
Mhm.
have no clue. You feel like someone do more or someone do
Yes.
lesser
Yeah.
because there's no communication.
Yeah.
So I feel that it's one thing when it comes to like
You gotta
working with your
manage
friend.
expectations.
yeah, you have to manage
Yeah.
expectation. You always
Yeah.
to have conversation with this
Yeah.
partner that you are actually working with.
I've worked,
you worked
with a
with-
friend before and it didn't end well.
Maybe you can share a bit like your experience
I
on
think
like why
with
it fall
her,
out.
because it was very clear from the start, I
Mm.
told her that
Mm.
if we're gonna do this, I also have my other things to do, like social
Mm.
media and
Yep.
other stuff. So there are times that I can't be present with you like 100%. And she's
Yeah.
like, yes, I get it. Because I am also doing social media, so I
It's very
can't be like
overwhelming.
100, yeah. But then everyone has a way of dealing and, feeling things. So I think she felt like she was doing a lot more. I think to be fair also because she had more shares in the company. So
Mm.
naturally, in a way, I told her that you can manage whatever you needed to. But yeah, I think it just didn't really go.
Well, I feel like even like friends, you have to have like black and white
Yeah,
on what you are doing.
Mm.
Instead of like, oh, let's do this,
Yeah.
and then after that, don't know who do what.
Yeah.
Like that.
If you're friends, it's okay to ask like, all these. I wouldn't say uncomfortable, but like some people might find it, okay, you know what, 哎呀唔使啦，今日唔可以今日講啦，我係要今日講。
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
it's just that the questions like when it comes to money or like the contracts and everything, just have to say it out. If not, you start like the whole
Mhm.
blaming, don't know what.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think just be very clear and don't be very vague about.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I think whenever like someone like friends, I think usually when friends want to start a business together, it's always like the good things they thought of, like
Yeah.
wow,
They
if
don't
this thing
consider
like can make a lot of
what
money,
might
or
happen.
confirm make a lot of money.
Yeah.
But I
then-
feel like sometimes money is the issue also.
yeah, actually it's the
it's
money.
really-
Like besides before you actually make the money, there's a lot of things that have to be settled before making that money. And I don't think a lot of people actually structured
Understand
it
that,
out
yeah.
like how to make this money.
Yeah.
They only see the money come in, but they
Yeah.
don't know like
Yeah.
how to get there.
Yep,
And then
correct.
during the getting there process, there's a lot of like fights and fallouts.
Yeah.
If you are working with your best
Yeah.
friend, that is the thing that people actually don't see. lah. I'm pretty sure like all friends, they have like things that they like, they want to do together. But
Yeah.
mainly like who is doing the dirty work, nobody knows.
Yeah.
Because you would think 做老細係like, wow,
Yeah,
very
that's
song
why.
like
very
that.
strong,
no.
like wow, 做老細.
Yeah.
But then you realize actually when you think about it, right? Wow, if I don't structure it out properly, who's actually doing the work is actually you. The boss is just like you are making the final decision.
Yeah.
But if the company is just yourself, means like you're the worker, you're also
do
the boss.
everything, yeah.
Yeah.
So
Did we really have a structure?
what do you mean?
Like a structure?
No,
I think it was more like a mutual understanding.
Yeah, because we have the same goal. It's for the company.
Mm.
It wasn't like I did more and then
Yeah.
you did less.
Yeah.
And I feel I'm
I
starting
bring
to
more
feel
in
imbalance.
money, you bring in less money.
and
or
I should
whatever.
get paid more and you shouldn't get paid, then
Yeah.
that's very hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like with my previous business, I'm like, please take all the money. I was so unhappy. I told her, I said,
I don't want the money.
yeah,
it's fine.
take all whatever is in the bank. I just want to leave. like as a friend, I don't want to sabotage the friendship, but I think it was very, very painful because it's like, it got very bitter.
I feel like money is the root of evil.
Yeah.
you know? Like really
Because when you
one-
see the money coming in, then you're like, oh, you know, I did more, and I feel
Maybe
like
I
I
should take
deserve,
more,
I should deserve this much.
Do you often like receive criticism from each other?
Nowadays, no. But early in the
But
day,
we don't really it's not really like criticize.
Okay, criticize is a very strong word.
Maybe
Maybe
more
like,
like
don't really
criticize.
criticize.
maybe share or like.
I think from
We
the
just-
start of our working relationship, like she was not used of how I am doing working hours. Yeah, remember? Then you were like, why you talking like that or what? I'm just like, Bella, you have to understand that 9 to 5, this is me working. After 5 p.m, you can talk to me any shit you want to tell me, so I can joke with you, you know.
True.
After that, she got it. Just like one conversation, that was it.
Yeah.
Not really criticized. She was just like,
I think it takes time for people
To
to
adjust.
adjust because
Yeah.
this person used to be your friend, and then suddenly like this person become like
Why she talk to me
your,
like that?
your business partner. Is like you're not gonna like the way they treat you is gonna be different.
You know, sometimes when you're in the work mode and then you know you just want to like be very clear. Like you know, sometimes maybe during work and then you are friends, you're like, you know, everyone laugh, very hoo-ha, kumbaya. And then I'm like, what is the end goal? Like you have to tell me because I need to like know,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
And then sometimes, you know, things might get very like from another point of perspective when people are not used to this, they will feel that okay, you know,
It's
it's
very
very
heated, yeah.
it's very heated. But actually, to be honest, I always say that the reason why I'm like this is I come from good intention. One.
Yeah.
It's not easy when you reach the end goal and like you just hee hee ha ha go party, drink tequila.
Done.
Done.
During the daytime is fine. Everyone can
Yeah.
just say
Yeah.
things that as long as it's not like personal. Like, I feel like a lot of people take it personally.
I think for me, it's
Yeah.
just if really the person just crosses the boundary, you can just say like, please don't talk to me like that.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
sometimes,
yeah.
I kena a few times.
Yeah.
I had a very bad morning.
Yeah.
Then I lashed out, and she was
I
like,
was because the printer in the office was broken. Then all the girls were like scrambling, so I just gave her a call, telling her the situation. Then suddenly like.
Boom.
Then I was like, okay. And then because I was in the office and I cannot react in front of everybody because it will be very bad.
Yeah.
Because everyone will be like, oh shit, they're getting, so I was just like, just please talk to me nicely. Then, okay, bye.
No lah, I think it's good because
Yeah, then she came in
can-
and she's like,
yeah.
okay. You know, sometimes it's
just
During
just
the
need to
moment,
readjust.
yeah.
It happens and you just need to kind of just say
Yeah.
sorry lah. Just say sorry to each other because
yeah, I have no problem saying sorry. That's
Actually,
do
yeah.
people have? Do any of you have problems saying sorry?
no.
No.
Okay,
I'm
that's
very
good.
expressive.
Okay.
I'll just say I'm sorry.
Yeah,
lor.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry, sorry. Let's go.
I'm pretty sure every business, like especially making a business with a friend, I'm pretty sure you guys have fight a lot.
fights really don't have. But maybe like we'll just break down in front of each other and cry.
Have you guys
Yeah.
tried that? Have you tried
think
like
we
break
remember
down
each
and
other
just
lah.
like,
Yeah.
oh my god.
Yeah. But no, sometimes I think when I'm going through something, then I'll tell her. Then you know,
It's nothing with the business, nothing about the
No,
business.
we have
no.
never thought about the business before.
business.
It was
if
more
we,
like
if we go through
sometimes,
like hardships in business, also we just cry.
yeah, we cry. Like I'll
Both
tell
cry
her
together.
like oh, I find it very hard, very what. And
Yeah.
I'm just like dear.
Then actually, I'm like, actually, me too.
Then they hold each other.
But we don't.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just don't dare to express or tell.
Yeah.
So you just keep it in. Then one day you're just like out, and then you wouldn't realize actually how much your partner
Also
feels.
going through,
Also,
yeah.
Sometimes
Right.
it's like that.
One question is like, how do you split your personal life, personal feelings, and your work
towards each other.
towards
Just
each other?
know,
Yeah.
we don't harbor on any hard feelings or
No.
any, So whatever happens today ends today.
Yeah.
I
Even
guess
if
talk
any
it
of
out
us say
together.
anything harsh, it's
Yeah.
just like just
I
for
don't
that
think you've
spur.
said anything harsh to me.
Even if
before.
I don't know,
Yeah.
maybe something.
Wait.
It's just that.
Maybe you think it's harsh. Actually, she feel
actually
like,
it's not.
eh,
Oh, yeah,
I'm a
yeah.
gong chok, eh.
That's why
Then you
correct.
lam to.
Just
Yeah.
this that moment and that's it.
I just wanted to ask, like, what's the one thing that your business partner did that you feel very grateful?
Why am I grateful for Bella? She puts
cry,
things
right?
into different perspective every time when I stumble across a roadblock. So for me, I'm very emotional. Like I will take it like all the way through my soul, into my bones, everything. And then she's like, it's not that bad.
Yeah.
Like, snap out of
Jin,
it.
it's not that bad.
Jin,
It's fine.
it can be, it's actually maybe like that. Then I'm like, oh.
Yeah.
But then like before I probably say to her or I rant to her, I really like in tears lah, lying down there, cannot move lah, you know, like just no feelings. Then she's like, it's not that bad. Like, look at it this way, you know, maybe it's like that instead, but not like that. It's not too bad. And I'm like, oh yeah, actually not that bad. Then after a few days, when you look back, you're like, oh, she's right.
Yeah.
I think one thing about Jin, she's like very open and she's not a very judgmental person. So like,
Oh my goodness.
you know, she tries to be present for everyone, and you know, she's very thoughtful in a lot of ways. That's why, you know, like we always call her Mama Jin.
Yeah.
So yeah, she takes care of everybody lah. So,
I think for me, I'm very grateful that I'm very grateful to actually have an elder sister. Yeah, I really treat her. I really look up to her like a sister that I never have. What I've done and what I've been and what I've learned, if without her, I don't think I am the person who I am today.
Yeah, I think same goes. I think because I don't think Chucks will be like today without her. So it goes both ways. I think the most grateful thing is probably you saying yes.
Wow. Oh,
I think
quite.
it's like, it's quite. I think sometimes a lot of people don't understand like how much of a friend does. Because when it comes to business, people always think like, oh, who do more? But sometimes it's actually the mental support that you don't know, that you don't value that because you don't generate money from them.
Yeah.
Then a lot of people just like don't pass through this. So I feel like even though you're working your friend, you always remember that this is also your friend. Like she gave you mental support, even though sometimes, you know, things might go haywire or something.
Yeah.
I still feel like you still have to talk it out.
Yeah.
And, you know. Yeah.
are you crying?
She
Oh
looked
my
like
God,
a bit
she-
teary.
Why every
funny.
time I come you cry?
She always asks me this question then. Don't ask.
I feel like I then she
Then it's like trigger point. It's like, yeah, cool lah.
Last week if you match card, right? She's like, are you crying?
are you crying?
Oh
my God.
Oh shit. Okay, so in which part of like which moment of success you feel like, oh okay, you guys really did like a good teamwork. Like this is the, you know, partner that you've been searching for.
The moment I quit my job
Wow.
Wow.
to get into it 100, 200, 200, 1000%. Because I know that I found a partner that I can rely on also. Yeah.
Okay, to be honest, we weren't planning to open a store. I just wanted to do a pop-up. But then looking at everything, I was like, maybe we should just open a store. But I wasn't too sure like how would she feel about it, because in the end it's also we have no retail experience. Like we feel like it might be very risky to do retail after whatever that happened during the pandemic. This time she was like, yeah, let's do it, you know. So it was very
I'm very practical. If
Yeah.
you're going to be spending the same amount to
Yeah.
do a pop-up than to do a retail, might as well just do
so
retail
it
all
was
the
like,
way.
Yeah.
okay, might as well like let's just try.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, guys, Handmade Heroes is in APW Bangsar.
Yeah.
Go check it out, okay? So I assume you guys like work as a pack is a thing, right? You feel like
Wow.
it's like a power partner.
Power.
Do you think like there's another business that you want to start? If there is another business that you guys want to start, what would it be? I know.
Remember we all talked about it
I know we
before?
talked about it.
Remember
Well,
we all say we all open a noodle store.
yeah, like a
Balance.
restaurant. I don't know, something that has to do with food. I
Yeah.
guess.
If you ever open.
Either
You're also
that
part of it. lah.
or it definitely has to do with kitchen food related something. Yeah. It's for me.
Open
lah.
for investors.
For
guys.
you, for me, I think one is enough already.
The culture.
够咗。
we always make fun like, oh, you know, our backup retirement plan is like, oh, you know, to open like, you know, the chasat stuff.
Yeah.
You know,
And
something that
everyone
is just
sell one
yeah,
dish.
everyone just sell one dish. Like I take care of like, you know, the yimi.
Jane is chicken rice.
Jane's chicken rice. You go there, she sells chicken rice. Right?
Open a
And then-
retirement home, then we can all be in it together.
Exactly.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
Yeah, I think that's a
We
plan.
need
not.
dogs. Yeah, we
Yeah,
said that
then
one. We
retire.
get a
Yeah.
house.
It's like one
No,
big plot of
not
land,
even
one house in the
retirement.
middle.
Oh yeah, one thing
Mm.
that you dislike about each other.
Sometimes when I talk to her, then her mind wanders.
Yeah. She's like somewhere
she'll be
else,
on the phone, then she's talking, and she's just like, and I'm like, Bella, like, hello. Then she's like,
Cut.
then she will like,
Cut side.
Yeah, I get this a lot, even from my other good friend Doreen. She always say, you know, when you put on makeup, right, you will just draw one eye, then you just. I just not draw one. I think Jin. I think she's just born like natural, like very mommy instincts. She likes to triple confirm and everything.
Yeah.
So like you're on it already, and then you already think like 3 steps ahead.
Yeah.
But then she's like, you have to do this. Then you're like, yeah, done. But this is. Then you're like, yeah. But this is, you know, like then it just goes on
Go
and
on
on
and
and
on
on
and
and on and
The
on.
flow.
Like in the office, it's just like
It's a
sometimes
mom vibes.
just I'm like, okay, I just need to.
yeah.
It's a
just
mom
me.
vibes, yeah.
But it's good, like, it's good
Yeah.
also.
Yeah.
Just in case when you don't check, there's always that one time you don't check, right? Confirm something happened.
Yeah.
Something is
Yeah.
missing, you know.
Really
Yeah, I
nothing
know
like
it. Did you
dislike
scratch
lah,
your
not
hair?
dislike.
I really don't like that. She always scratch her hair like a lot. A lot. Like when I went to her house, it was all hair. And I was like, oh, you going bald there? So that's when she's really stressed, she start like scratching her hair like that.
Yeah.
I know why she's got a way.
Oh, I know when she's thinking, right? Then
Yeah,
she
she's
goes from the
thinking or
side
she's
like that.
yeah, she's like
I've seen it a
stressed
few
and like,
times.
you need to stop doing it after you like
Go
go
bald.
bald. It's like hey, really
No, she
expensive,
got
you know.
Jane sometimes I'm like, when she's right lah. Then I'm like, you know when she's right, then you're like, yeah, that's all. When I just not annoyed, it's not the dislike, but it's just annoyed when like she's right about things, and then I'm just like, yeah, that's all.
Okay, I think to wrap up the whole discussion, I think friends can work with each other. We can all start a business together. But most importantly is to communicate and have a structure. We are like the perfect example that friends can work together. But
Check-
of
check
course,
back in
like
10
make
years.
sure. I mean, like you just enjoy the moment, lah. I mean, it's
Yeah.
good that you find someone that you can work with, but it's not instant. It
Yeah.
takes time. It takes like a lot of energy, a lot of like
Correct.
mental, you know, to actually become who we are
Yeah.
today. So I feel like if you want to start a business with your friend, make sure you know like the back end, there's a lot of structure to do. So yeah, thank you so much Bella and Cai Jin for sharing.
Thanks for having
a lot.
us.
Yeah, go check out their store in APW, Handmade Heroes.
Yes.
Buy stuff, okay? Our office is not open, guys. Just we have a vending machine if you ever come to
Come
APW.
over.
Yeah. All right.
Thank
see ya.
you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.